Many laughed and many got confused when some of the OG Meta 6-star units got a buff, but yeah, that buff was pretty much useless and trash because the buff is not even more than additional 100 damage. But don't worry guys, because Fruity is sending you guys a message,
especially for those OG players who quit at ASTD,
that this is the best time for you to come back in the game. Why? Because, well, there's a massive buff onto 6-star Minato and also 6-star Golden Frieza, and that should be enough, well, as I've heard, for you guys to come back and cope up with all of those updates that you missed and probably get those newer meta units. This is not to prove that they are now back to meta after their buff, but this is just to prove that they can now be used by older players to probably grind some gems and, you know, make it a little bit easier for them to cope up. But anyway guys, this is a level 100 6-star Minato and also level 100 6-star Golden Frieza, and we're gonna test them to the limits and we're gonna check out if this massive buff is indeed massive. Let's go. I'm just gonna repeat myself guys that this video is not about proving that Golden Frieza and also Minato are now back to meta once again, because that would be unfair and that would not make sense. But this video is just for those old players who are probably planning to go back to ASTD but just doesn't have the motivation because, well, quote unquote, they just have trash units because they're kind of old. So actually guys, the buff for Golden Frieza is not really that much, but still, you know, a buff is a buff as they say. But let me just show you guys the max out version of Frieza now, and let me just max one Frieza here. Okay, I think that I'm just gonna place all of our Frieza here, because placing our Frieza here will actually make him not hit like the final corner, which is the most crucial one for us. So I guess that our placement will be in this corner instead. As you guys can see, level 100 max upgrade Golden Frieza will now deal a damage of 40,658.01. Again, it's not that big, or should I say it's not as big as the buff that Minato got, because for Minato guys, this is actually a lot bigger. Let me just max out a Minato here and set his priority to last. So this is the buff for Minato, and as you guys can see, this is definitely like times 10 of his previous power. If you guys remember, Minato only got literally 4 upgrades, but now he got 6, and look at that damage though, 79,351.05. SPA will be 3, which makes him really a lot better than he was. I mean, yes, his semi-AoE cone will be like this, but still, you know, like what I've said, this is kind of like the developer's way of saying that,
hey, if you played before and you got Minato or probably Golden Frieza, you can just come back to the game and use your old meta units to grind gems and probably get those new meta units.
Because chances are, if you quit ASTD for so long, most likely you do not have Speedwagon, let alone 5-star Bull Mama. But the good thing about using these units though, they're not really that expensive. One Minato will only cost you 20,000 to be placed, and one maxed out Golden Frieza will only cost you 32,000. Obviously guys, Golden Frieza is still not gonna be the best, but like what I've said guys, this is kind of like the first step for those old players to come back at the game. But anyway, I'm just trying to get myself here a very good placement for our Minato, because that's the problem of Minato's semi-AoE cone though. I mean, ideally, you wanted to set your priority for Minato at last, but as you guys can see, there are so many corners here, and putting his priority at last will make him hit like on the other side of the map. Like if I will place a Minato here, setting his priority to last will make him hit those enemies here. So that's really kind of tricky, you know what I'm saying? But anyway guys, just gonna place all of our Golden Frieza here. The buff for Golden Frieza is almost nothing compared to the buff that they did to Minato. Most likely because many players were using Minato before because he was a meta on infinite mode, and for Golden Frieza, people were just using Golden Frieza on story mode, so probably that's the reason why. I guess that I'm just gonna place our Minato probably, no, not here, because if we're gonna place our Minato here, yeah, look at that guys, he will be able to hit this one. So I guess that we're just gonna use our Minato probably here and set the priority to first. All right, so it's not really gonna be the best placement, I know, but I just do not want to place our Minatos here because we are also gonna do Irwin buff. Okay, there we go guys, all of our Minatos are now here. And by the way guys, depending on when you quit ASTD, there's probably a big chance that maybe some of you do not even have the Ichigo orb. So I'm really sorry, but I gotta use it, you know, just to show those people who actually got that before they quit the game, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like what I've said, said, guys, this would not represent what you have because you guys might have different one. But one thing is for sure, you don't even need Speedwagon for this. I mean, pretty sure that you got Irwin. That is really 100% sure. Anyway, we're just gonna place all of our slower units for the meantime. Bro, Golden Frieza is now having a hard time killing some of these air units, only at weight number 59. Actually, we are now in weight number 60, but you know, like these air units actually came out around weight number 50 plus, obviously, but they just got slowed and we're just getting carried by our slower units, obviously. But our damage is not even 1 billion. It's crazy to think that nowadays you see those new meta units, it's so easy to get like 1 billion damage. I think I haven't shown you the new damage of Minato. Oh shoot, the buff. Okay. So together with Irwin's buff, guys, Minato is now damaging 238,053.05 per 3 seconds. So I'm not really sure if you can still use Minato on world number 2 story mode maps, but definitely on world number 1 story mode maps, man, that's gonna be an instant meta on that one. Because, you know, like no matter where you are on world number 1, it's just gonna be easy to overpower them, considering the fact that Minato is also at the range of, you know, story mode price. But anyway, guys, we are now on weight number 62. I don't think that we're gonna hit like weight number 70 here, but this is only like the normal mode, guys. So this is not even like the extreme mode, but this is not even surprising. Like what I told you, doesn't really matter how much damage they will give to Minato unless it's gonna be like 1 billion damage, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be one clapping every single mobs. But yeah, because of his range and also his semi AoE con, that will limit him. And that would be the reason why it's automatically not gonna be a, you know, a meta unit, especially nowadays that most of those meta units can cover the entire food map and they can hit like tons of enemies at one attack. But anyway, look at this Goku still flying around. Bro, Golden Frieza is just not giving any damage at all. Like, it's about to die, yes, but it took us like ages before our Golden Frieza was able to kill that one. I'm not even sure if this is gonna be enough for weight number 70, but yeah, I mean, the damage is now almost at 1 billion. Look at that, 699, or actually 700 million now. But yep, slower units are really carrying us hard here, guys. But then again, you know, for Golden Frieza's damage, it's gonna be 121,000 together with Irwin's buff. So both of them are level 100, so 240,000 plus, I mean 240 almost for level 100 Minato with Irwin buff, and 120k for our Golden Frieza. Definitely not gonna be enough to deal with these air units, and we only have literally our, well, maybe a little bit of damage from our Ichigo 6-star, but we're not buffing our Ichigo 6-star, so most of the damage that we're dealing on these air units are coming from our new and fresh Golden Frieza. Weight number 65 is now here. Bro, this is not even fun to watch, not gonna lie. I mean, I was expecting for like, I don't know, maybe the map is just really hard for our Minato. Ground units is not really a problem, look at that. Ground units is still gonna be taking care of our Minatos. It's just gonna be about those air units. It's just way too much, I think, for our Golden Frieza. This Soro is not even close to dying, same as this one. So yep, we're gonna die on those air units, which is RIP, because, you know, like the buff that they did to our Golden Frieza is not really as big or as much as they gave to our Minato. Look at the ground units, guys. They're still, well, we are now getting pushed by the ground units, but you know, they're not as far as the air units are now at. Look at that, guys. Air units are now here. Yep, we're just gonna die. 2.1 million? Okay, I think that there's still a chance because they're so goddamn slow anyway. And why are they even, bro, why are they targeting this? Okay, there you go, nice. I think that there's still a chance for us to hit some more waves, but depends on, yeah, this is the air unit that will kill us now. I mean, we yeeted one of them, but oh wait, there's even like one ground unit here. Oh, rip. Oh my god, the damage though. Can we hit 1 billion? Oh yes, yes, look. We actually hit like exactly 1 billion damage, and that's gonna be massive for old players to get some gems from the damage stats. GG. So what do you guys think about the new powers of the OG meta 6-star units that we had here in ASTD, particularly Minato? I mean, Minato's buff is definitely a lot, but again, they are not meta, guys, okay? I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but they're definitely not meta, and it's a no-brainer, guys. Come on now. But anyway, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys again in the next one, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and peace out.